goodness gracious, guys. That was a big one. Did you hear that? That thing just destroyed it.
What's happening, guys? It's your boy Dan right back at you again with another episode of 302 Fishing. It is 10:30 in the morning. I got up a little bit late today, and it is oppressively hot out here right now. It is just about 90 degrees, and I'm already sweating just standing here right in front of you, but we're gonna try to get fish on the end of the line today. Before we get into that, guys, if you haven't already done so, smash up on that subscribe button, click that notification bell that we inform of all of our future episodes. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, drop a comment below, let us know what you think about it. Of course, follow us on Instagram at 302 Fishing. So let's get into this. Just to let you know, today's episode is sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box. So check it out. I'm excited. Again, we're gonna get this thing going, this episode here, because we just received our mystery tackle box for the month of May, and I'm curious to see what we have to work with today inside of this box. But before we get started here, guys, I urge you to go check out mysterytacklebox.com. It's down in the description field below, and go get yourself a box. You can get your first box for as little as $10. All you have to do is use my code 302FISH right between my hands, and as well down in the description field below as well. Once you're subscribed, you can save up to 40% on retail prices, and you get a great value in each and every box. Every month you get a brand new box that comes right to your front doorstep and is chock full of innovative bass fishing lures that you usually don't see on those retail floors. Once you get the box, you can tie on all these new baits and discover new techniques to catch fish. So let's get down to the first body we're going to go to. We'll crack open that box and we see what we have to play with here throughout the day. Right out the gate, we're already having technical issues, man. As hot as it is right now, the camera literally shut down on me as I was trying to introduce the products that are inside of this box right here, because it's saying the camera is too hot. So you can see I'm going to be playing games with the camera all day long today, so bear with me on this, guys. But let's get into what's inside of the mystery tackle box. We're going to try to get out first the Outlaw Crawl. That is a kind of largish style crawl right here. It's about 4 1/4 inches long by Fishui Lures. We're going to pair that up with a Daiichi 3/0 hook, supposedly the world's sharpest hooks. We'll find that out today when we try to land some fish. We also have a Archie jig. That's by Phoenix. This is the Elite Series. This is 3/8 of an ounce that we got in front of you right here. The color is peanut butter and jelly. This bait we may have to use later on down in the day. This is a Jocko Shaker Super Floating Swim Bait. We'll figure out what kind of rigging we're going to be using. If you look on the back, there's a couple of ways you can use it. We'll figure which one's conducive. You could probably use a jig head too, it looks like, as well. Maybe we might pop that on there and try to get a little bit lower in the water column with this bait right here. This next bait is kind of interesting. I don't know how or what kind of reaction we're going to have on it, because I've never seen anything like it. This is made by Freedom Tackle. This is a Mischief Minnow and is a clacking topwater bait. It literally looks like a jerk bait, but with a blade on the bottom. So I'm assuming when you're jerking along, that blade clicks up on the plastic and everything else, and it's supposed to be driving them fish crazy, and hopefully we can get some great blow-ups on this. Our final bait is the Tataki Frog Rising Sun. That's by 10,000 Fish. We're starting off with this bait, and you'll know exactly why once we pop into the pond. It's right across the street right here, and this is a perfect habitat for this bait to be used. Also, guys, inside of the box you get some pretty cool stuff in here. You got the dibble. It gives you a lot of instructional information and some pretty cool facts. You also get a card to let you know how much the prices are on each one of these items, so you can compare your prices online or actually out in the stores if you see any of those items. We also have a card talking about the Tataki Frog if you want to read up on that. And as always, guys, in every box that you have, you get these cool looking stickers, these Ketchco stickers. And I already got them decorated on my tackle box on my computer. So if you're all about the stickers, man, this is the box for you. So let's get everything thrown back in the box, get across the street, start fishing around, and let's see if we can try to get that MTB Slam going on today.
Going to give a little bit of a correction right here before we get onto the water. I'm sure you heard me describing all of the baits. However, on the last one, I mispronounced the name of the bait. It's not Takaki, it's actually Tataki is the name of the frog here. Tataki Frog by 10,000 Fish. Again, it's 2.5 inches long. It's 5/8 of an ounce in weight, and it's got an external weight system here. So I'm kind of curious about this, because most of these frogs don't have any kind of weight system. But I'm hoping with that little extra weight, they can feel that vibration from that frog along these patches that we're gonna get ready to fish on. Now you know why I'm using the frog, guys. Look at all of this. This is frog heaven here. I wish we had an overcast day, because this will make for a stellar episode, but we're gonna try to work through this sunny day. They're still underneath those mats. You just gotta figure out where they're at. I'm assuming they'll probably be right along the shoreline where the branches are at, or even on this right-hand side, right underneath these trees. But I have caught them right here, out in the middle, on a bright sunny day. We're gonna have problems with this camera, guys. We're on a second time that this thing shut down because it says it's hot. This is kind of reminding me back in the day when I had my GoPro 7. It had the same kind of issues. But as we're popping the frog right along here, I'm guilty of it too, but any of you new fishermen that fish with frogs, make sure when you see the blow up, guys, do not strike upon the blow up. You're gonna wait, because the fish actually sucks in water first before it takes the bait in. But with that little bit of a gap of time right there, it allows that whole bait to go in its mouth, and then you can strike the fish in order to get those hooks set properly into the roof of the mouth of the fish. Of course, right when the battery dies, a fish hits me right over there. But we missed the fish, I think. Yeah, look at all this gunk it's on here. I did have a fish that blew up on me. But we are literally gonna have a time and a half, guys. This thing is shutting off continuously. Before we make our way over there, I think I'm gonna try to make my way below that concrete berm right there. And I'm gonna see if I can get where those trees are at and try to cast over in that shady area that's right there and see if there's a fish laying up in there. Looks like we have a little bit of a space that we can get into here. I just gotta weasel my way through these bushes. And then later on, check for them ticks. There's a fish over there. Watch, you'll see the boil hopefully come up right behind the bait. It was a decent size too. Thankfully, we're on my strong arm side. We should be able to get a good hook set if we get this fish to commit. See that, guys? He just missed the bait. You think they're ready for top water? I'd say so. You see how long the appendages are right there? We're gonna cut that in half. The rule of thumb usually is just to keep it to the tip of the nose. But again, because of the thickness of the algae, I want the shortest bait possible so this fish is able to get that whole bait in its mouth. Another hit, guys. I can hear small little blow-ups underneath the shade over there. I'm pretty sure they're probably going after these dragonflies that are flying right at the edge of the water line. But we got all kinds of crazy bugs out here today, guys. My God, butterflies, dragonflies, spiders, mosquitoes. I thought I had some extra trout rattles, but we're gonna have to sacrifice a frog. This one's all beat up. This is not a very expensive frog, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this frog open, and we could still use the hook and everything if we lose a hook on any one of the other frogs, so at least we have an extra set there. But we're gonna cut right into the body of the frog, and we're gonna show you what I'm talking about. But these things are very effective in putting fish on the end of the line if it gets tough, if you're just using the regular bait itself. All right, one of them has exposed itself right here. You can see that it's broken. Again, this frog is from last year, so it's pretty good that these are lasting that long. But we'll pop that out for a second. And here's what we're talking about right here. Right here. See the little rattles that are in there? If you shake them up, see, get it right here. That little bit of rattle will get those fish on the end of the line, believe it or not. So we got two of them, and I'm gonna try to figure out if we can put these rattles inside of the Tataki Frog. All right, it looks like we're gonna have some success of putting these in here. So I'm gonna pull that out of there, and this is what we're gonna do, is we're gonna literally stuff these right into the body of the frog. There's one in there. I can hear it shaking around. And then we're gonna get the second one in there. These things are very inexpensive. I used to get them at a bait shop that was right down from where I work at, but they don't carry them anymore, so I gotta get them online. I think you can go through Amazon to get them, but literally just tap in Trout Rattler, and you'll see exactly those items on there. I think they come in like a pack of 20 or something like that. So out on the left-hand side here, even though it looks like it's just algae out here, there's actually stumps that are underneath it there, and those fish like to hang around the stumps. So that's why we're gonna be casting out in the middle. Again, like I said, it's broad daylight, but they will blow up. Oh my goodness gracious, guys, that was a big one. Did you hear that? That thing just destroyed it. Oh my God. I think he's still on there. Hopefully he is. That fish just destroyed that bait, guys. Holy crap. Patience, patience, patience. There it is, guys. There you go. Probably 2.5 pounds, guys. Man, I know you heard that blow up. I told you, man, it doesn't matter the time of day. They're out there by those stump fields. Perfect hook set right on top of the mouth. Boy, look at his mouth, man. It's wrecked up. It looks like he got caught once before. He's probably 1.5 pounds. But look at the tanics on this thing, man. He is dark as anything. But let's get that fish on the way. Finally, we are not skunked. She's gone. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and step in some coolness. I am at my utmost extreme limitations here on my body. I drank a whole bottle of Gatorade. I've got some water into me right now, and I'm starting to feel the crampiness in my legs. So again, you got to listen to your body, guys. When you start feeling the cramps and everything else, the next thing's going to come right along is lightheadedness. And of course, nobody wants to have a heat stroke out in the middle of a neighborhood or a heart attack. And me being as old as I am, I got to be super, super careful because again, I want to live to the next day. But I was out there for 4 hours in this 90-degree heat, and I got a few blow-ups from the frog right out the box. That's the Tataki Frog that we started off the Mystery Tackle Box episode with. I had to make a couple modifications, but once I did that, we got that one bass that is absolutely destroyed this frog right here. That was, go ahead and clipping off the appendages to make it shorter so we don't have any short strikes, and of course, we added those couple trout rattles into the frog, and that's what delivered that one fish on the end of the line. So let me get back into the house, guys. I'm gonna roll up to the house and try to get some rest there, and we will be back out tomorrow to try to finish up that Mystery Tackle Box Slam for you. It's the next day, and we're back out here again with the Mystery Tackle Box. We're going to try to finish off this slam right here. We're on a different pond today. It's first thing in the morning, and what a difference a day makes, guys. We got an overcast day. It's only 75 degrees, and we got an excellent breeze blowing into our face right now. Way better than the almost 95-degree day that we had, and almost literally passing out in the oppressive heat. But that set aside there, we are going to try to get one more bait out here that I do not have any confidence with. I had to watch a couple videos just to see what the action was, but we're coming back out with another topwater bait. You saw us out there with the Tataki Frog, trying really hard to try to get one fish to bust up on that bait. But we're going to come out with the Mischief Minnow. That is by Freedom Tackle. This is a clacking topwater bait. I really don't know what we're going to get off of this, but we're going to try our darndest to get some fish. So let's go ahead and get this tied on, start fishing out in this body of water. And if we do get one on here, we're going to go ahead and move to another pond to go ahead and try to get some reaction off of these other baits that I think we have full confidence that we're going to get something to bite up on those baits. Because again, mainly they're plastics, and pretty much you can catch anything on plastics, but it's when you come to these hard baits right here, that's the tough thing. So let's get going, and then let's try to start this day off with a bang here. We made it over to the water's edge right here, and we're going to pop out the Mischief Minnow. We're going to spend maybe about a half an hour's worth of time here. We're going to go maybe to halfway across down the backside of the pond right here, and then we're going to go ahead and jump onto another pond. But I'm just curious to see if we can get something off of this bait right here. can see a bass chasing right after it, guys. It was right behind it. Oh, there he is. I watched him come across the pond and chase the bait. That's insane. That was a crazy catch there. But he got the hooks in there pretty good. Bait works, guys. These are the little guys you got to watch out for, man, because they will get you in trouble with these hooks. There you go. It's not a lunker, but it counts. She's gone. I'm going to show you something pretty cool as I'm walking my way around here to get to the car. The female is sitting right in front of this aquatic life that's right here. These plants that are right there. But if I pull these leaves out of the way, look at all of these fry. There's the female right there. She just swam off. But there's thousands and thousands of fry right here in front of us. The male's around here somewhere. He's just a little bit off the bed there, but he's around. You can hear the roaring in the background over there. That is, again, where the Dover Air Force Base is. That's why I mentioned to you yesterday, there's an air show going on. And if I see it, I'm going to point it out to you. But it looks like the Blue Angels are out with their planes, because you can see that contrail right there. It looks like a horseshoe. They were actually doing a maneuver a second ago before I turned on this camera. But we're going to go ahead and get back to work here. We are on pond number 3. This is a giveaway episode. I want to let you know that this box right here can be yours. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is just hit the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below, and I'll go ahead and pick out a random winner and give this out on the next episode and announce your name. So let's get the next bait out of here. I think we're going to go with the crawl kind of bait. Actually, we're going to go with the jig right now. We're going to go with the Elite Series Archie jig. It's 3/8 of an ounce. It's peanut butter and jelly. And I think rather than just shoot this out here by itself, I'm going to pair this up with the Fishui lures. That's a little crawl style bait. That's the Outlaw Crawl. And I'm going to cut that down a little bit so it fits on this jig right here, because I don't want it being too big. I want it compact so these fish will pick up on this bait. But I think we maybe it'll get all of our fish on this last pond right here. If not, we got 2 others that are in close proximity that we can fish on to try to complete, again, this slam. So let's get to work, and let's see if we can pick up another fish here. The heat is picking up right now. It is 83 degrees and climbing. I thought I was going to have a cool day, but it wasn't going to happen here, according to Mother Nature. So let's take a walk. All right, I'm going to shorten this up a little bit here. Again, I got a feeling that the bluegills are going to have a heyday with these long claws, but I want to make sure this fits on there. And again, it's a little bit more compact, so we're going to kind of cut this in half. And I'll put that on the end of the line here with our Archie jig. And we're good to go, guys. Along with the Blue Angels aerial maneuvers, we're gonna have to be dealing with another acrobat here. Right here, the good old osprey. He's gonna start dropping in the water. He's already eyeing up a fish there, and he's gonna plop into this water. So hopefully it doesn't make it difficult for us to catch fish here. I'm gonna throw a couple over here where there's some rocks that are right in front of these bushes. Let's see if we can get this one off of our list here. Hopefully they can see that color though, the PBJ, peanut butter and jelly. Bunches and bunches of bluegills sitting right here. We got a fish on. Fish on, guys. All right, there you go. Man, it's a jumper. For some strange reason, that fish went towards the shoreline instead of away. All right, that's a nice, decent fish there, guys. It took us a long time to get to that, but he's caught up on that branch. We got him. All right, there we go. That's the 3rd bait down. Boom. But you can tell it's a bedding bass. Look at the tail, you can see it's red there. Again, that's them fanning the bed there. But let's get the jig out of its mouth. God, he is ferocious. That's got to be the male, because he is super aggressive. But he's mad because we got him. Look at his eyes, guys. Can you see his eyes moving? But let's get him on his way so he can get back up onto his bed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down there, silly. He's mad. He's mad, guys. He's trying to get out of my hands right now. But she's gone. All right, we finally got a fish with the Archie jig using the Outlaw Crawl as the trailer. So now we're just gonna go ahead and drop that into the box. We're gonna use the actual crawl itself alone, and then we're going to pair it up with a Daiichi hook that's inside of our mystery tackle box. That's 3/0. Allegedly, it's the world's sharpest hook. We'll see on that one, because again, I love using Gamakatsu. That's my go-to hook, man, because they are super sharp. But let's see if we lay into these fish, man, if these hooks have some staying power and keeping that fish on the end of the line. I do have a 1/16 of an ounce of weight they're going to put on there so I can get a little bit of distance with the casting. But we'll try to finish up the rest of the shoreline, maybe hit a couple spots on the way back down the other way, and possibly just go right across the street here if we don't get any fish on here. I don't think we're going to have anything on this Jocko shaker, but we're going to try nonetheless, whether it be by itself or possibly putting it on. Maybe we'll put it on top of or on a chatterbait of some sort. We'll see. More water. Fish should be able to see the bait a little bit more easily. You can see the clarity is somewhat decent here compared to the last pond we were in. It's a little cloudy, and PBJ is kind of hard to see in that silted up water. I'm gonna try to play up under the shade of the tree over here. Oh, fish. Fish on. All right, guys. That's a nice one, too. It's a nice one. Oh, man, he threw the bait, guys. That was a nice bass that was on the end of that line, guys. About 2 or 3 pounds. I just changed up the cadence as I was rolling it on the bottom, just kind of reeling it and stopping it, and reeling it and stopping it. And that's when the fish hit the bait. Dang, gone. Fish on. Fish on. There we go. We got one, guys, finally. Yes. Alrighty then. I knew if I cast it right up the gut before we leave. Oh, there you go. We got to get him. He's on land, guys, so that counts. There she goes. And she's gone. Quick release. I went all the way around this pond, except for that one that I missed right over there. That was the only fish we got to hit on that bait. But technically that counted, guys, because it touched ground. All right, that insult to injury, that last fish decided it wanted to disrespect us and splash mud all over me, all over my camera, all over my chesty, all over the mystery tackle box. But nonetheless, that fish touched land, and that's what counts, guys. It was an absolute struggle to put fish on the end of the line. Double 90-degree days, guys. I mean, it was ridiculous out here. I mean, I couldn't put enough fluids in me, and I was just getting dehydrated. And today, I'm just absolutely to my point right now. It's going to take me like 2 or 3 days to try to recover from this episode, but we almost accomplished the MTB Slam, guys. Sorry, Jocko. He's staying in the box. He ain't coming out. Again, we probably wouldn't get anything off of that swim bait, especially as bright a sunny day as this is right now. And these fish are, like I said, bedding right now, and they're gonna be willing to be chasing all these swim baits all around. But nonetheless, I'm happy with the fish that we did catch. We almost out there, guys, had the biggest fish of the day. But Daiichi ain't strong. It's not the sharpest. I had that fish on there, man, nice and strong. You saw me whack that thing, but somehow I decided to wiggle right on off. But I'm gonna get out of here. As I mentioned to you, this is a giveaway episode. We are gonna give away this mystery tackle box right here. Very simple. Just hit the like button, guys. Drop a comment below. Let us know what you think about the video. Smash the subscribe button. Click the notification bell to be informed of all of our future episodes.
I hope you guys get out there and have your fun with your mystery tackle boxes. If you get down there at mysterytacklebox.com, use my code 302FISH. You can get your first box for as little as $10, guys. I mean, come on now. But let me get out of here, guys. Have a great day, and as always, fish on.